I'm ready.
All
I'm
right.
ready for.
So are we going to see ZVP here? Sounds like we are.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that Dark is a race picker, so we might see Zerg versus Protoss. I thought we were gonna have Protoss versus Protoss, but that is correct. So I'm ready to go. Curious to see what races even these players are gonna play. So let's get into it.
Here we go. Yeah, it's just a total mystery on what's going to pop up for Dark.
Okay, in the bottom left, we have one of the few remaining North American players. It is SuGo.
And in the top right-hand corner here, as our red Zerg player, confirming that he is indeed a race picker, probably a ZVP, ZVZ PVT player, BSL6 Dark, who is different than Gosu Dark, if there isn't any confusion about that. Those are two distinct players.
Yes, two distinct players. When I was looking at the players list and saw Gosu Dark and Dark, I was like, what? I thought that Gosu Dark was Dark, but apparently not. Now, we have seen SuGo play Protoss versus Zerg. Now, Dark, remember, these are live, so it's not like he's watched the stream and saw SuGo play. So he doesn't know that SuGo went for Gateway Expand play here, and this is exactly what we're going to see from SuGo. We're going to have another Gateway Expand build. But what's Dark going to pull out? We have no clue because we've just seen 12 Nexus, and now he's a completely different race. We don't have any impression of his Zerg versus Protoss so far.
No. And yeah, we can see definitely from the positioning of the probe too, that's not the posturing of a probe that's going to build a forge. That's the posturing of a probe that's going to make a gateway.
Yeah, now, Dark did something very weird. This is very old school. We have a nine hatch coming out for Zerg. He must really like these cut econ in the beginning to get your Nexus, your hatchery, because he's cutting. You never see this, to be honest, in Zerg versus Protoss.
No, yeah, it's pretty rare. I mean, basically what you're hoping here, I feel like, is that the Protoss is just not on top of his focus and just misinterprets this as 12 hatch. And if you do misinterpret this as 12 hatch and don't respond accordingly, you do get run over by Lings. But SuGo, if he's paying attention, should be like, this feels a little bit weird. This feels a little bit weird, but it depends on whether or not he's going to click the hatchery and just get the feel for this. And I guess seeing the fast gas, though, that's gonna tell him. And that also tells us that this is most likely intended to be a lot of speedlings.
Yeah, that's also my thoughts here. Is the hatchery is so fast and the pool is so fast. I think that this extractor is the key here for SuGo. Is now he knows that it's most likely an all-in because of how rare a 9 hatch is. I don't necessarily think he knows that this was a 9 hatch until he sees the extractor. Yeah, I want to point out that we still have no second overlord for Dark at this point. This is a 999.
Yep, that's like, normal for mass lane. Yeah, it's pretty committed to mass lane. SuGo should be aware of it. He's probably seen this build at least once or twice before. It does exist. It's been out there. Lings are going to go into production. It should be more or less constant lings here from Dark.
Yeah, so
and he's sending out a drone to the left side so he can send his lings immediately down. Now, nicely for SuGo, this is cross spawns, but notice the forge is not done yet. So he's going to be starting a very slow cannon. It's going to be a little bit dangerous. There's a pretty good chance the gateway will be able to be taken down here, given the number of lings we should see flooding.
It's possible. I feel like it's just Dark's not going to be fast enough. Oh, this probe coming back in, even bringing back 3 lings. So this is actually a big deal for Dark because to have only 5 lings, that's flat out not enough versus.
Yeah, but SuGo's going to need more than 1 cannon. He's going to need to get on that.
He might need more than 1, but he
actually never mind. Dark is actually going to switch into drones.
Zealots are so strong. Also, he has the probe down here. He can use that probe zealot combination with the probe hitting in the back. Yeah, the cannon's done. I feel like this is over.
Yeah, I mean, he switched back into drones. So, well, actually, he's gonna pop out a few more lings. Interesting. He's gonna pop out a few more lings. He just had 6 pop from his nat. Gonna block that ramp off.
Yeah,
maybe.
The probe's coming in and sees more lings.
Yep.
Okay, so this build, I don't really have a big issue with it. I think it's pretty good. My main issue is that Dark just got supply blocked. And now the Lord just popped, so now the lings are slower. If it was faster, well, SuGo's gonna be careful. He can't lose the Zealot. If he loses the Zealot, there's gonna be a huge gap. I'm not sure if it's a gap or not. If Gypsy could confirm in the chat, is the top a gap if we
okay, now we see what Dark is doing here. He built a few more drones, waited to kill the probe. He just wanted SuGo to think, this is over. I'm transitioning out, and now it's just pure lane. And SuGo's got one cannon, so he's gonna. Oh, and he's moving out. Oh dear God. Oh, sweet Jesus. He's moving to block. The probes are actually going to block his zealots potentially from getting back in position when the lings all run in. He's always got one area he can run through.
Oh my gosh, there's a huge opening at the top.
He's got to attack the probes though. They're on move, man. Trying to run past, and SuGo's getting a very good block here. Dark's micro way off point, and SuGo might have a chance to hold here now.
Wow, that was incredible crisis management from SuGo. Those probes holding strong for so long to get the zealots into position again. That was a huge opening for Dark, but now the opening has closed. And look at SuGo behind it. He's doing exactly what you should do. He's setting up for mid game.
Absolutely, and guess what? He's still gotten away with just one cannon.
Yeah, one cannon with several zealots with even probe in the back can just shut down so many lings. It is surprising that it shut down that many lings. But now, SuGo, I like how SuGo's building another cannon now that the all-in's over. He's
like, he's just worried, like, will this possibly continue? He tricked me once. What if he just goes for even more lings?
Yeah, well, we have to remember his games versus Nemu where he got all in pretty consistently. So he's making sure that that's not going to happen this time. He's playing very safe. I like that he's going to have the Stargate out. He's going to see exactly what's going on. Everything pretty standard from him. And what does Dark have to fall back on? He's got a lair, but his econ
that's fire timing relative to the Stargate timing, though.
Yeah, it's so late. The lair is not even. He canceled the lair, so he's decided that he can't go lair. Yeah. I agree with that. You can't go lair.
He's got to get some Hydra out to defend the Corsair and see if he will he go bust. I feel like it will be even too late of timing for bust, though. I mean, Citadel's on the way. Legs will be almost done. He could just throw down a few gateways and basically defend with pure mass. He's already got 6 or 7 zealots. He could basically match his speed to the Hydra timing. And now he's going to move out, going to force more units here out of Dark.
Yeah, so Dark wants to be powering now, but SuGo's not going to let him. Even if he loses these zealots, it's not a big deal. He's already re-blocked all the holes at his natural. He's got gateways behind it. He'll be able to remake the zealots pretty fast.
Gonna lose an overload here. Dark does have 2 base saturation, so he does have that going. He could probably come close to powering off these 4 hatches, but he's got to make units right now, that's for sure. And he's going to make some Hydra back at home.
He's even getting range, so it's not going to be speed. He's just going to go for, I'm going to make tons of Hydras. Hope you don't have enough cannons to deal with it as they slowly move across the map. SuGo, he's turning around. I guess he's decided that he wants to ensure that he's not about to just get surrounded by 100 lings. So he's sending in the Sarah first. Going to see exactly what's going on. Sees that it's Hydra.
I like this. Oh, he's going to... Okay, just gets the Sarah. Oh, that was close, though. Really would like to have that Sarah live. I'll have to make another one, be able to keep checking for a little bit of information on what Zerg is doing. But I like this from SuGo. He's going 3 gates here. And, I mean, that's a lot of Zealot pressure, and he can basically just match Zerg's production and just keep Zerg forced to make Hydras for quite some time.
Yeah, and you can tell that SuGo's underestimated a little bit how all-in Dark was, because he went to the left side of the map looking for another base. Now, of course, we know that there's none there. It's just pure Hydras from Dark. This is pretty strong. He's got upwards of 12 to 15 Hydras. They are slow, but they do have range. That means they're going to be more effective versus cannons, but SuGo smartly already got 6 ready.
Yeah, he should have enough cannons, especially with these 7 zealots out on the map. Now they're just kind of chilling for the moment. And this will be interesting here to see how he engages, because if he, without speed, it's very easy for him to pick off rallying Hydras here, and this is going to give Dark, really make Dark think about how he's doing everything. He's kind of got to bring everything back together, and this is buying a lot of time for SuGo here, just the threat of these zealots out on the map.
Yeah, and every moment Dark wastes here, hesitating to do the push. SuGo gets stronger and stronger. He's putting down another cannon. We're going to have 7. Because he waited so long, now there's a DT here.
This just shuts down the attack. There's one Overlord here. Only the Corsair killed that off. But this Overlord can certainly be brought into position and sees the DT. So he will bring that back into position, and he should be fine at the natural. Just hold a few Hydras, have the Overlord's position. Probably should move one Overlord back into his main on the off chance a DT sneaks in. But SuGo's going to counter with these Zealots here, and that's going to give Dark a little bit to think about. The gateway and should fall at the front, but it looks like he wants to maybe run by with these Zealots here, or possibly keep them alive long enough to soak the damage and get the DT in, softening the Hydra number so that the DT can run in. I think that's why SuGo's committing to this engage, even though he's going to lose. And can Dark get a block off? Is it going to be a mistake to have not moved those Overlords into position? And no, it looks like SuGo's going to run that DT away.
Yeah, Dark smartly on top of it. Sniffed that out from a mile away. Dark, the DT does have to turn around. He has busted the gateway. Wow.
these
SuGo's
cannons.
making sure he does not die this time. Holy, I've never seen so many cannons.
Oh my god.
I mean,
Holy
this
shit.
is an overreaction.
Oh, and Dark's attacking into this. This is like the worst thing Dark could probably do here.
There's more cannons there than there are Hydras at this point. There's zero chance. There's the GG. So, nicely done from SuGo. That probe control, absurd. There was a moment where I thought, Dark did it. He's going to get in here. But SuGo, really good control, closing up those gaps. Very nice.
Honestly, too, I really like that attack with the DT from SuGo. You know, he knew there was a good chance there wasn't the Overlord there, so he committed to a fight that he wasn't going to win with his Zealots, and it was very close to working. Only just missed.
Yeah, I love the Zealot DT combination. The cannons at the end. That was pretty funny. But, I mean, that's the threat of Hydra pressure is you have to respect it. It's funny because of how many cannons SuGo built. If Dark had more econ somehow, that's the type of thing that lets you get back into the game as a Zerg. The overreaction to cannons. I mean, Kanzi had like 15. That's great.
That was a shitload of cannons.
All right, so our second map, I'm not sure what our second map is. Oh, it's.
I guess to a point. I guess to a point I can understand that, though. You do occasionally have those games, especially if there's like a fourth hatch there, where you're just amazed at how strong and the way like 12 Hydra will eat through like 7 or 8 of your cannons, and you're just like, what? How? What? Yeah,
so what Dark did there that we don't see often is he got range first. He didn't get speed. So when you have range, you know, a lot of those cannons that are right next to each other behind them, they're not hitting because they're not facing unranged Hydras. So all of a sudden, these 12 Hydras that you're talking about can take out a lot of cannons because they have that range upgrade. So it was smart for SuGo to build that many cannons in this scenario. But our second map is going to be Eddie. Another Eddie game.
And of course, this game, SuGo much better on his reactions, and I feel like, given the drama here, just for like personal standing and discussion, I think SuGo needs a few more good games, or else people are really going to be, the people that were kind of jumping on him are probably going to be on that case even more.
Yes, there was a bit of SuGo drama, so I do hope that he does do very well, but of course, I'm hoping Dark can take this game. We can get to an ace match. I want the ace match because we have Heartbeat as our third map. Would like to see a game on Heartbeat. We haven't seen it the whole tournament. So with that said, I'm ready to get into our next game.
All right, let's see it. And you know, I mean, I liked what Dark did there with the little gentle fake and whatnot. I just thought his micro was really bad. He was just way obsessed with trying to run past when the probes were obviously blocking, and he spent 80%, 90% of that attack trying to run past the probes, so the probes and the Zealot got ridiculous damage.
Yeah, well, unfortunately for him, he had so many lanes. He cut his econ so hard, it was 999. It was not, 12, 11, or something.
Yeah.
So I think he had to go for it. He had to make something happen. Did not work out for him, though. But anyways, at bottom left, we have the NA Protoss. He needs one more win to go up into our final match versus Nemu. A rematch, even. It is SuGo.
And in the top left-hand corner, after some majorly thwarted aggression at all points, we have BSL6 Dark.
So SuGo,
yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, so SuGo, we've seen gateway pressure every single game. And what I do like about Eddie, as opposed to other maps like Circuit Breaker and Fighting Spirit, is this map does allow you to have an extremely tight wall. The Forge gate, I think, is completely tight. And for someone like Dark, who has just shown us how aggressive he can be, that would be amazing for him. So I don't expect to see another 9 hatch from him. But as I say that, we're banking money like we're going to have a 9 hatch. This is going to be a pool. It's going to be another 9 hatch.
So wow, it seems like Dark is like a super one-trick pony. 12 next attempt versus Terror, and here we're just going to go 9 hatch yet again.
Yeah, so I guess the real question here is, are we going to have a 9 pool? Are we going to have 9 gas? Is it going to be even something more weird than that? We saw he liked the 12 Nexus. Maybe he goes triple hatch before pool. That would be crazy. Okay, there's the Overlord. We're not going to have 999.
This would be something a little different.
Yeah, a little different here. I do like this. The last game did not work out, and now I'm on a map like Eddie, where the walls are so...
Yeah, just a perfect one-hex wall.
Yeah, and okay, these Nas players, Terror and SuGo, we got to get on top of their scouting because they have scouted first almost every single game. In Protoss versus Zerg, it's the most important matchup for you to scout first.
Yeah, that's really nice when you can. And that's why I really like double scout. It's just nice to know what Zerg's doing, know if you can place that cannon, how you need to respond. It's just much more comfortable when you've got a probe there and know what Zerg is doing.
Yeah, exactly. And this time, he's at least confirmed the Overlord after the hatchery. So he knows now that this is definitely a 9-hatch build. He's not in the dark about it. And
but he's going to harass with the Zealot, knowing the pool is a bit later since it was hatch first. But there should be Lings out in relatively close order here to deal with this.
Yeah, I think this is going to be like what we saw versus Nemo, where he just sends in the Zealot, tries to get into a good position, force out a lot of Lings that could have been drones. And the fact that Dark is going for gas so fast here, I feel like that's going to be an amazing choice because, again, Dark's econ is going to be shot from the initial phases of the game.
Yeah, unless, of course, Dark just intends to go into Lings again, in which case then just throwing away a Zealot. You know, the Zealot's probably not going to get a drone kill, the Ling popping. And again, as you were talking about earlier, the minerals are not very great for this. Now, if you can get a drone kill, this becomes very much worth it. Or disrupting even the gas mining, that's good because it's delaying speed. So he's getting some value out of this now. Oh, all right, now the Lings are out though, and he's caught in the minerals, so he's going to lose the Zealot basically for free. He does get one drone though.
Wow, great control there. Great drone drill, but also great probe control because the probe somehow managed to live. No, it died.
Caster's Curse into the replay back in time.
So now SuGo is in the dark. He's sending out a probe again to make sure he can get another scout off.
Does he want to go speed here? His gas was severely delayed. That was a good 15 or 20 seconds of gas delay, but yeah, it's still speed. We're going to pull those drones right on off, so he's going to commit again to this Ling idea.
Yeah, so this is going to be another Ling.
Not going to start. Oh, he's got 2 Lings attacking the Zealot, though. He can soften that Zealot up quite a bit, and the second one is not in production. So this is a bit scary here. Let's see if he commits to this, knowing the Zealot is low on health. The probe's back there, and it looks like the Lings are... Was that a pullback, or was that miscontrol, or having trouble with getting the Lings to attack? I don't know.
That's Zealot probe combo. I always love it when I see it. It seems just so... I don't want to say broken, but it's pretty damn good. Like, those Lings got murdered. And now, where did that probe... Look, the probe's coming in now. He's going to see again. Lings pop!
Lings popping
so
out.
He knows exactly what's happening.
Oh, and he's going to block the probe from getting in. Nice block.
I don't think it matters.
Controlling it pretty well, but the control is good and picks that probe off now.
Yeah, so he doesn't get in.
Goes down, and he's switching out his wounded Zealot with his healthy Zealot, so that is going to be helpful here. Because with only one Zealot alive, you know, if you bust that one Zealot, pretty easy to get on top of the cannon with a bunch of reinforcing Lings.
Yeah, exactly. And this time, SuGo, he is building a second cannon, making sure that he's not going to die to an all-in. There's just so many Lings from Dark. We're so all in. But this is a complete wall this time. Other than the Zealot, there's no place that Dark could go in. He has no transition. We're still making Lings.
Yeah. Said he's like a one-trick pony. It seems like, all right, we're going to commit to killing the gateway. Going to take the gate down, but SuGo might just put a probe down here, and he's got a few Zealots to fight with. And with 2 cannons and this kind of probe block, I don't think this is going to work, although that's a pretty good surface area on those 2 Zealots here. And the third one does pop seconds before the gateway finish, and that's enough to repulse the Lings for the moment, and a third cannon on the way. But the cannon's exposed now, and will he be able to pick off the one? It looks like just barely going to hold on to that cannon.
Yeah, this is
and puts the gateway back up.
This is just phenomenal control from SuGo.
Yeah, now this is held. Three cannons and a tight wall. This is held. 3 cannons holds Ling all-ins pretty comfortably.
Yeah, so Dark, he's continuing to go for more Lings. Nope, he is transitioning into drones. He even got a 3rd hatch. But at this point, it's too late. SuGo's got his Stargate down. Like, the player's even about to pop out. So this is done.
He's not even mining gas, so he can't even put down like a Hydra Den. He just gets like kind of one more shot with the Lings, and then he takes terrible damage.
Yeah, there's really nothing for Dark to follow up on. So unfortunately, Dark, he's going to most likely be eliminated here. Both of his Ling all-ins not working out for him. He had really unfortunate luck versus Terror. I do feel for him with those 12 Nexus games.
Yeah. Oh wow, he even made a 4th cannon. I feel like that's a little overkill, but well, he's not in danger from anything.
Yeah, I mean, he sees exactly what's going on. He sees a low drone count. He's just making sure I'm not dying to mass Lings. He also
Dark has sent all his overlords away from his base.
Oh yeah, so they're all exposed. You could get hella supply block. I mean, SuGo has also confirmed there's no Hydra Den at this point, and Dark's going for a 4th hatch, but what I don't see what he's really going to be able to use this for. It's just too late at this point. We have already even the backup gates going down, 2nd and 3rd gate going to be going down for SuGo.
Yep. I wonder with this if he'll make a DT. We finally have a Hydra Den started over here by the gas, but you know these Corsairs have free range. Gonna pick off this Overlord, so there's still gonna be no Overlords. Actually, there's gonna, but it's just gonna die at home. I'm surprised he didn't send an Overlord across the a Corsair across the map just to start picking up Overlords in other places as well. But Dark is able to at least sneak out a few Hydra here. And he's immediately trying to run this other Overlord away, but I think SuGo's gonna be able to find that and kill it with 2 Corsairs. Or, sorry, check that, yeah, definitely gonna go down.
Yeah, so Dark's gonna get supply block. This is hilarious because you know he wants the Hydra bust, but he can't because as soon as he leaves, he's gonna get supply blocked again.
And with, oh, never mind. Okay, I thought SuGo was gonna actually keep making Corsairs, and I was like, this is gonna get to the point where he has enough Corsair mass that like he doesn't even give a shit about like 4 Hydras, and he just massacres the Overlords. But it looks like he's gonna stop at 3.
I mean, he doesn't need any more. He's
Yeah.
Corsairs. He's gonna kill everything. Dark is even droning now. Like I guess he realized that the Hydra window is out the door.
Yeah, I mean, and plus SuGo already made like 4 cannons. He's got his gateways up. He's got tech on the way. He's got High Templar in production.
Yeah, so it's just really a matter of time for SuGo to win this game. He's got to get his army up to.
Oh, actually, SuGo is continuing to make Corsairs. So yeah, this is going to be like if SuGo were to pop a DT too, he could just run in with the Corsairs and just like I said, 4 Hydra are not scared, or 5 or 6 Corsairs not particularly scared of 4 Hydra. He's got a DT here at the front, going to pick off these Lings. Let's see how long it takes Dark to realize this is happening. He should notice right now because there's not really anything going on. He's not even being harassed by the Corsairs, but nope.
Well, there's no reaction on the minimap. There's no red ping, and he's maintaining vision there until they all get wiped out, so I don't blame him for not recognizing.
Oh, and now these Zealots coming out. Oh, it's going to be so hard. How is he going to possibly stop the DT from going in? And the Hydras are going to be... This should be just a killing blow attack. I mean, just the number of Zealots is scary, but you combo that with 5 Corsairs, and your Hydra have to fight the Zealots? Like, this should more or less end the game right now.
Yeah, we don't have any Sunkens. If they were Sunkens, maybe...
Yeah.
Dark could hold, but there's no support.
But even then, he'd be in danger of losing all his Overlords, like because the Zealots are going to run in, and even with a Sunken, the Hydra like have to fight the Zealots.
Yeah, so 100% Dark is going to be losing a lot of Overlords here. SuGo just waiting for maybe a little bit more. Oh, he's just waiting for the DT to sing it. No, he's going to go in now. So this is going to be the final attack, most likely, from SuGo. Coming in here.
Run by with those Corsairs, and there's slow Overlords, obviously, so the Overlord's just going to fall down immediately, and that will leave 0 Overlords. Is there 1 in production? There's not Overlord in production because he's making units, so there's going to be 0 answer to the DT.
Yeah, so SuGo styling a little bit here, taking out all of the Overlords, and as you pointed out, the other Overlords are out on the map. So this DT has free reign to do whatever he wants.
So goodbye, drones. And the Hydra just coming in here looking for that 1 Overlord in the natural. 1's being made in the main, but the Hydra are being sent down as a counter, but there's 4 cannons, so a control group of Hydra is not going to be that scary, especially because you can just make a DT and there's Templar out, so yeah.
Yeah, so this 1 Overlord popped out, got insta-killed. DT's already got 15 kills. Dark doing a counter back. It doesn't matter, though. We got Storm.
Yeah. Alright, so here we go. Counterattack with a group of Hydras, and they're just going to eat the Storm. He's not even watching the Hydra. And GG is called. So I think Dark showed that he was significantly behind the level of the other players in this group. I mean, we watched